I'm back again. I wanted to do a quick video all about how I tried to buy a Hermes Kelly bag. So I did quite a lot of research all on YouTube about how, and blogs actually as well, about how to buy a Hermes Kelly or birkin bag. It was the Kelly bag that I wanted, and I wanted to buy one new. I wanted to buy one in store. Because I hadn't owned Hermes Kelly or birkin before, I wanted to know 100% that it was real and new and my own, and I wanted it to be in the box and I wanted it to be perfect, and I was ready for it. So I did a lot of research, and I basically discovered the way to get it is not waiting list. That is not true. There is no such thing as a waiting list. It is, you know, it is basically a case of they will not sell you a Hermes Kelly or birkin bag until you have basically proved your loyalty as a customer. What I mean by that is they don't want people to just sit on a waiting list for like 2 years and then come in one day, buy a bag, and then never come back. They don't have many of them. They make each one by one craftsperson who makes the bag from start to finish, and because they are completely handmade, they are perfect. They don't have enough to go around basically. So they don't want somebody to just sit on a waiting list for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, come in, buy one, never come back. They want it to go to people who love the brand, who are desperate for a bag, who like love everything from the scarves to the perfumes to the clothes, the shoes. Like they want their actual customers to get the Kellys and the Birkins, because they are basically their hero pieces. They're the things that everybody wants, and they want kind of almost like the right people to have them. Some people say it's a very good marketing ploy as well, which I kind of see, and some people say it's because they don't want poor people to have one, which I don't see, because I feel like, quite frankly, if you're going in and spending like 8 grand on a bag, you're not that poor. One thing I would say as well is about their technique is that the resale market for Birkins is enormous. Like if you were to buy a Birkin and instantly want to sell it on, you could make money on it. Like if you wanted to do that, you could literally buy a Birkin, sell it the next day, make a profit. That is how the resale market works, because people are desperate for them. There's not enough to go around, and if you want one there and then, basically you can't go into the shop and buy one. You have to buy one secondhand, and to get the bag that you want there and then, you're not getting it cheaper than retail price. You're getting it more. So I also think that they want their handbags not to be on the resale market. They want them to be in the hands of their customers and the people who will love them. So I want to do a quick video about my mission to buy a Birkin, or not actually a Birkin, to buy a Kelly. So I did research, and it looks a bit like the way to buy one is to keep returning to the same store over and over and over again, getting served by the same sales assistant, and just buying things and just drip feeding them the information like, oh, I'd really love to get my hands on a Kelly at some point. Oh, the Kelly's my dream bag. And you know, just like buy something. Just keep mentioning, oh, I really want one, you know. Ooh, I'd really like one. He's on my list. So basically, I kept going into the Bond Street store. I kept being served by the same woman. She was very nice. And I kept buying things and basically dropping in that I would love to one day buy a Kelly bag. So I want to talk about some things that I bought. So I bought this scarf, which I love. It's actually not being worn very much, which is very embarrassing. But my boyfriend bought me this. It is like a big garden scene, which like has people on ladders, living in cauliflowers, playing like violin. I mean, this little guy here is on some kind of like log flume bed thing, which is also sweet corn. I mean, it's mental. I loved it. I wanted it. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was great. I think it was like £250, maybe 300. I can't remember what their scarves are now, but it's the classic 60 by 60, so I bought that one. This is another Hermes scarf, but actually I think this belonged to my grandmother. So that wasn't a purchase. That was an heirloom. My grandma had great style. Just so you know. And then what's in this one? Oh, there's nothing in this one. I think my scarf's actually downstairs. But that was another scarf. And then here is another scarf, which is actually from the same collection as the vegetable one that you just saw. So that's from the same collection. That's very cool. And then my boyfriend bought some ties. So they're classic ties. I think we also bought some perfumes. I also bought some jewellery. I bought a scarf knotty thingy mabob. I can't remember what that is. Here's another tie, which my boyfriend bought. Hermes do very, very, very nice men's ties. Highly recommend it. I think I bought some other things. Like I just kind of grabbed the boxes out my wardrobe, which were kind of there and orange and visible. But basically, I went in over the series of like a few months. I did all the things I was meant to do. I took it, you know, I went in with my Chanel bag. There was no Primark carrier bag in my other hand. You know, I went in with my Chanel bag. I was dressed like smart and elegantly, with my makeup nicely done, not too draggy. And, you know, I bought things. I dropped in how much I wanted one. I got served by the same person. And never was the Kelly bag offered to me, or the Birkin, or there was no basically moment where they went into the back room and got out a big orange box. I have watched a lot of videos where people just randomly got lucky. I just went in and they just offered it to me. It was no biggie. And I'm like, who are these people? I've also watched other videos where people have been like, oh yeah, I bought perfume and then I went back the next week and they remembered me and they offered me a Kelly, and I'm like, no. I went in about 10 times. I bought maybe 5, well there's 5 items there, so like maybe I'd say more like 8 items each. I think the cheapest thing was maybe like the jewellery, which was like £200-300 or something. The ties are maybe like 200, something like that. The scarves are like 250-300. So I probably dropped a couple of grand, which in Hermes terms is actually not very much at all. But I went in, I made all the right noises. I wanted one bad. I bought stuff, I got stuff by the same people, I went to the same store. We always used my boyfriend's name rather than mine, so that the transactions were in one name, not 2 different ones. Yeah, never got offered one. I will hopefully one day try again. I basically bought a house and then realised I couldn't actually afford anything quite so luxurious. So I don't have my Kelly yet. One day I will hopefully get one. I would really like. But I just wanted to do a quick video about my few months of trying, my few months of spending, my few months of buying things in Hermes, my experience of dropping the hints and kind of getting nowhere. I feel like I was starting to inch closer to that elusive, oh, well, maybe we have something kind of thing, but I never got there. And I feel like there are quite a lot of videos out there where people are like, oh, I bought like a perfume and a tiny little ring for like £200 and then they offered it to me. And I'm a bit like, they got lucky because I bought, I mean, I've got boxes, do you know what I mean? It's like, and there are more. Like, I've got some jewellery boxes as well, which I don't know where they are. That probably shows that I shouldn't be allowed nice things because I lose them. But I did buy stuff, I did try, I went into different stores. I went into the New York store when I was there, I went to the Paris store. I tried, you know, and then I bought stuff. I bought them from the same sales assistant and I still didn't get offered. So I just wanted to do a quick video because I feel like there's so many videos where people are like, oh, I bought like 2 things. Oh, and they were all like really cheap things. And then I got offered one because it's like, I didn't, not me. However, I would say that in their defense, this isn't actually a negative video, by the way. I would say in their defense, I actually quite like their policy of there's not that many bags to go around, and we want to reward our real customers. I actually appreciate that because I don't think it's good that people are buying them to instantly make a profit. I don't think that's cool. I don't think it's fair on the people who are having to buy them like that, and I don't think it's very fair on the brand. and I feel like it's not cool of people to buy like a Birkin and then instantly resell it because they want to make some profit. I feel like if you change your mind, you change your style, sell it, great. But I feel like buying it just to sell it on the next day is kind of a bit non-cool, and also I feel like they've kind of ruined it for everybody else. However, so I would say I think it is actually quite a good policy that like they want to reward their actual real customers. I don't mind that. The only thing is I do feel like sometimes people can just be like, oh yeah, my mum just bought it for me, and it's like, no, I want to tell people it's not a case of buying one tiny thing and then going in the next week and it's like, yeah, they just offered me a bag and they just offered me a Kelly. It's not that easy, you know. It's like you have to work at that, you know. You have to buy, and you have to know that you're going to buy, and you have to like the things that you're buying before you just randomly get offered. My sleeves are doing funny things. Okay, now they're equal. But yeah, you have to work at it. I worked at it and I still didn't get offered one. Hopefully one day. But yeah, I just feel like people make out that it's like buy a scarf, get offered one, buy a pair of shoes, get offered one. No, it's not that simple. It's not that easy. I tried. I basically ran out of steam because I bought a house instead. Behind me. But yeah, that's how it is. If you want to buy Birkin or you want to buy Kelly, you have to basically go in, spend a lot of money, drop some cash, speak to the same sales assistant every time, make hints that you want to buy a Birkin, buy a Kelly. Hopefully one day they'll offer you one. Apparently when they do offer you one, they'll often do it midweek rather than on Saturday. So that's a good tip. But yeah, when you watch these YouTube videos, people kind of just make out, oh, my mum just bought me one. Oh, like, you know, it was really easy. Oh, I was in Paris and I just said, hey, do you have any Birkins? And yeah, they just whipped one out for me. I feel like it's not that easy. I tried in quite a few different cities, you know, just when I was generally traveling. I bought quite a lot of stuff. I'm not disappointed with the stuff I bought. I really like it. But I would say that it's not as easy as people make out. I have waffled today. I have rambled on, so please excuse me. I hope you liked the video. If you're still with me, please do subscribe. It would be very nice to have a new subscriber or two because it would feel like a little hug or whatever they say. Thank you, and good luck with your Birkin/Kelly buying mission. Let me know how you get on. Let me know if you managed to get one. Let me know how much you bought, because I'm interested. You know, I dropped a couple of grand and I still didn't get offered one. Yeah, let me know. I'm interested. Hopefully one day I'll get one. Thank you very much. Bye.